guys are all top musicians, and this is hard, but even for them, because it changes. That's what makes it exciting, is that you go from you know, full-on war, blood and guts and rape, to soft, beautiful, you know, sensuality and femininity and love, you know, it's in the space of that. So vocally and as an actor, it's great, because it's a meaty role.
Queen Boadicea lived a couple of thousand years ago. She was a young queen who became queen because her young husband, Prasutagus, was killed because his horse took him under a tree and he was left there hanging.
That cunning savage now deeds all through the wood. Your cries of exultation, thrill and joy cut off. Or then you chose the low branches, you chose the thorns that clamped my husband's neck and held him hanging lifeless from a tree. You chose, horse, you chose. I saw your eyes when riderless you returned. I saw your eyes, horse, I saw your eyes. Blinded now you tread the treadmill, you grind the corn. Your ankle shins and well-trod mud, you chose, horse, you chose.
She was left to be queen now that he'd gone, and she was overwhelmed when she heard the love and adoration that people had for
I
her.
had not seen it, I had not noticed it. What love I saw, I thought for King Prasutagus, but no, the cries of flesh and strength,
I really struggled with that, Clive, at the beginning, the coronation bit, because it's not arrogance, it's not, oh, I'm fabulous, it's just, wow, this is really cool, people are really into me. Yeah.
And all was well, but the Romans came in, and the Romans just sort of walked into England and just started living there, it seems, and there was no real war. But the Roman tax collector pops in to see Queen Boadicea and her tribe, the Iceni, one day.
He spoke before us all.
They rape her daughters, and then they decide they'll have a bit more fun and flog Boadicea. This makes her so mad that she goes to war against the Romans.
I remember Colchester and puny London sacked and banned. How could I forget St. Albans' blood-red soil? Now let war begin, I hear that glorious sound. 10,000 battle cries sear the morning air. Cries to stop an eagle in its flight. See a tide of warriors flood the land ground. Wave a mighty way.
But it's a 1969 Ford LTD, and it was rehearsed for 28 years.
Alright.
So it's done a bit of action, this car. Seen a bit of slow action.
Well, this is it. We've done the rehearsals. We're going to record. What's rocking? I'm ready to go. Wicked.
So
Aren't I setting the tempo?
If you've only got 3 notes to do it, you know. It's too fast, yeah. It's too fast, yeah. Yeah, it all comes from Neil, because Neil's got this hell of a line. It's got to be quite very... That's what it is. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's such a good. That's
It's
perfect
the funkiest
tempo.
thing in the whole band.
That's the perfect tempo for Neil. That's why it's got to be back there.
But now they came, and in the east of Kent, they built a fortress, rode straight as a swan's neck stretched in flight towards the center of this land, and a settlement they built, a town, a garrison, and north and west, and by their rows small hamlets grew with soldiers. This time, ah yes, this time they'd come to stay.
It's been about a 3-4 month process up till now, learning this piece. It's difficult. It's the hardest thing I've ever done vocally because of the changes.
Classical music can follow drama because it doesn't have a rhythm going straight through it. But rock music can't. The music goes and stops, but it doesn't go up and down within the song. I think you can change that and do in Boadicea, so it changes every 8, 12 or 16 bars.
The way it all came about was that I had an email from a guy in England called Michael Hall, who writes the text for operas, the libretto, and he sent me Boadicea, which I really like the look of, but preferred the other name for the character, which is Boadicea, and it's a much nicer word to sing.
I hope I can meet Michael Hall one day, but the trouble is the poor guy is very, very ill, and I don't know how much longer he's going to be with us, which would be very sad if he didn't get to see it.
The writing's so good is that she isn't always staunch. She's not, you know, you want to see her fear, her femininity, her sexiness, her maternal side, the absolute courage that it took her to stand up as a woman. For the first time in the Celtic history, all the tribes were united under this one woman.
Okay, so that was okay.
Yeah, but you didn't get your bends.
No, what about in the... I'd love some bends in there. Otherwise it sounds like a keyboard. You know, it doesn't have the personality of a guitar. She gets all these people who are completely untrained, grocers and butchers and blacksmiths, all behind her, and they go to war against the Romans.
And now these men who sleep out there, these fields of sleeping warriors, these hectares of Boadicea's men, their wives, their babes, their dogs, they've grown no corn this year, tilled no soil,
think so, for radio, yeah.
If you're going to be you're going to be doing an edited version anyway.
No, but I mean, it's hard to edit out of the long notes. What I'm saying is I reckon that guitar solos, 32 bars, may be too long for radio, and organ solos and stuff like that. I think we sort of halve it, you know?
Isn't this like more of an album though?
They do it on gold.
Oh,
No, I'm
no,
talking to you. I'm asking you a question.
Oh.
What do you think?
I like the idea of doing it twice as long as George's
I
suggested.
think what we should do is do this guitar solo twice as long.
The trouble is I'll run out of solo after 5 minutes. Well, I mean, you think they're going to play the whole thing on the radio?
No.
Yeah, they do, yes.
No, they won't.
Oh, the national program. So the art program they
Oh,
will.
we'll leave the solo in.
And I think anyone who, sorry, I'm being very boisterous about this, but anyone who's going to sit down and listen to this as a story is going to want to hear a gorgeous shrieking rock guitar solo other than me.
Well, I better go and ring Steve.
All right, let's go. Let's do it.
I know Neil's thinking, well, not another guitar solo. What about a bass solo?
So that's a buzzy day. That was the best thing I can remember doing in my whole life, actually, I have to say.
So she's dead now?
She's dead. She's done it. So, thank you, Ollie.
No
Thanks,
worries.
Georgia. We're off to Wellington. Boadicea is going to be really practical, too, because it's just Georgia and a four-piece rock band.
Hey! How was that?
How are you doing?
Good. Was it a good drive down?
Yeah, it was great.
Excellent. Here we go.
Ready for a big weekend? Done.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. That's very good. That's excellent.
Excellent.
We've done the mix and we've done the recording, and now we put the thing to CD and get it to the world, really.
So this was the very first production of Boadicea. I couldn't have made it happen without the help of some great people. David Wright got us to this point financially, and my friend and bass player Neil Hannon introduced me to guitarist Rob Galley.
Really difficult, man. It's hard shit.
And drummer Paul Dunningham. It was singing coach Cheryl McClay who found Georgia for me. Georgia and I worked together for several weeks, and I changed keys all over the place to make her sound as good as I possibly could. Ollie Harmer did a great sound engineering job at the Lab Studios, and thanks also to my son Henry Coburn of Bonfire Audio for the final mix. Sadly, Michael Hall passed away without seeing his work performed, so he won't be sending me another libretto. I'd love to do another rock drama like this, but I'm looking for a writer to work with. Andy Coleman and John Carpenter kindly filmed the whole process. If you'd like to create your own production of Boadicea, the recording, score and musicians' parts are available through my online music course, thecontemporarymusiccourse.com, or you can email me directly.